All right, let's dive into a modern urban legend, one that comes straight from a town called Singapore. It's a seriously chilling story that takes something we all know, something a lot of us love, and twists it into something terrifying. This is the tale of the Momo Witch. So just think about this for a second. What happens when your favorite comfort food, that go-to snack you always crave, suddenly becomes the source of a very real danger? That's the super unsettling question right at the heart of this story.
Our story kicks off on what seems like a completely normal day, but you know how these things go. The arrival of one mysterious person is about to totally wreck that peace, and it all starts with a very, very strange encounter.
So meet Ria. She's a college student living in Singapore. One evening, she's just walking home and she spots something new, a roadside Momo stall that definitely wasn't there before. And hey, who doesn't love Momos? So she's naturally drawn to it with absolutely no idea what she's walking into.
But this was not your average food stall visit. The woman selling the Momos she was off. She just stared at Ria with this super intense, unnerving look that just made your skin crawl. Ria felt this immediate, powerful wave of dread wash over her. She knew right then and there that something was seriously wrong.
Totally spooked, Ria just grabs her Momos and makes a run for it, rushing to cross the street without even looking. A car slams on its brakes, tires screeching, and misses her by just inches. It's the first really bad sign, a super close call that leaves her totally shaken. And believe me, this was only the beginning.
That near miss Raya had, that was basically a warning shot. But the danger wasn't just for her. A horrifying pattern was starting to take shape, and it was about to pull a lot more people into its chaos.
So a little while later, another customer, a woman, buys Momos from that same creepy seller. Only this time, the seller follows her. A short time after that, the woman is found, the victim of an absolutely terrible accident. The connection becomes terrifyingly clear. You buy the Momos, and tragedy is right around the corner.
And this is where the story gets even darker. This curse, or whatever it was, wasn't just hitting random strangers anymore. It was spreading, and its shadow was about to fall over Ria's own family.
The witch's influence was just getting stronger and stronger, and it was escalating. It went from strangers on the street to targeting the people Ria cared about the most. Yeah, this was definitely getting personal.
And the speed of it all was just terrifying. First, Ria's own near miss. Then that horrific accident with the other woman. Not long after that, an electric pole just collapses for no reason. And then finally, the curse hits home. Ria's father gets suddenly horribly sick.
So what happened? Well, Ria's father had eaten a few of the Momos she'd brought home that first day. And right after, he got violently ill. So sick, in fact, that he had to be rushed to the hospital. The curse had now officially come inside her home.
Okay, so this family tragedy is the final straw. With her dad's life actually on the line, Ria has no choice but to face this terrifying truth head on. It's time for the real evil to show its face.
And then, in this moment of just chilling clarity, it all clicks. The weird vibe, the accidents, her dad getting sick, it wasn't some horrible coincidence. No, this was a plan, a vicious, evil design.
Her mind was just racing, connecting the dots. It all started with the creepy Momo seller. Then she tied that woman to this string of mysterious accidents, and it all pointed to one horrifying conclusion. The Momos themselves were cursed with black magic.
So what are we talking about here? It's a curse that spread through food, a really simple but horribly clever way to bring bad luck and danger to anyone who eats it. The Momos were just the delivery system for this evil.
And that led to the final terrifying realization. The Momo seller wasn't just some strange old woman. She was a witch, a shape-shifting monster disguised as a human, carrying out her evil plans right there in the middle of Singapore.
But, knowing the truth isn't enough. You have to stop the evil. And that brings us to the final act of our story, the confrontation.
Ria, who's no longer just a scared student, somehow finds this incredible courage. She goes to the villagers, to her neighbors, and she tells them everything about the seller, the cursed Momos, the accidents. She rallies them all together to face this threat.
Armed with this horrible truth, the villagers march right up to the stall. They throw down a direct challenge to the witch, their voices all together in this shout of pure anger. Today, you will not be spared. The time for hiding was officially
over. And what happened next was the final showdown. The villagers faced the witch as one, fighting back against her dark magic with just their own collective strength and will. And in the end, it was enough. Good actually triumphed over evil.
With the witch gone, the curse was finally broken. That awful string of accidents just stopped. The people who were sick started to get better, and a sense of peace slowly came back to the town. Simapore was safe again.
The story of the Momo Witch is a pretty classic piece of modern folklore, right? But it does leave you with a question. Are these just ghost stories we tell to scare each other? Or are they maybe warnings about the real dangers that can hide in the most ordinary places? It's something to think about the next time you're tempted by a new street food stall.